My wife and I recently moved back to the Southwest Virginia area, and we purchased our first home, which just happens to be my grandparents' house. Having lived with them for a few years, it's a pretty special place to us, and right now I'm in the really early stages of putting together a woodshed. This house has a wood stove, which is one of my favorite things about the house, but the firewood's always been in multiple different locations, so I'm going to try and consolidate all of that into one spot. Tonight it's late after work on a Tuesday. It's getting pretty cold here, mid-December, but I'm real stoked to get this project going. First things I gotta do are take this 6x6 off of this pool deck that no longer has a pool attached to it. Then I gotta get the rest of the area cleaned up back here where I'm planning on putting the woodshed. The 6x6s are gonna be the outermost supports for the woodshed, with 2x4s going from the 6x6s attaching to the 2x4s against the wall inside the garage. And that'll be the kind of lean-to style roof that I'll be using. I'm gonna try and use mostly wood that I have here, so I don't have to buy too much. To screw all this stuff together, I'm going to be using some T25 construction screws, 2.5 inches long, I think. I got a box of these from Lowe's for like 20 bucks. They were on sale. I'm going to try and keep a lot of this stuff, but some of it I'm going to have to toss, just from it being on the ground here for so long, starting to rust away or rot away. But still some good reusable stuff in here, including these white shelves that I think I'm going to be able to use for shelving for some of the firewood. Night one was mostly just cleanup and brainstorming, taking that 6x6 off of the pool deck. Night two is going to be measuring out and digging the post holes. I'm also going to go ahead and cut out the squares in the sheet metal where the 2x4s are going to attach to. I don't have too much of a plan. I'm kind of just winging it, but that's one of my favorite things about a project like this. And the fact that it's for my own house means I can kind of do it the way I want to do it, which is a new feeling for me and one that I'm enjoying a lot. To cut through that sheet metal, I tried to use this razor, which was very ineffective. So I pretty quickly went and grabbed my Dremel so that I could actually cut through it a lot quicker. Then once I got the first little bit of cutting done, I fed some string through so that I could line up exactly where I wanted the 6x6 holes dug. Then I got my digging tools and started digging, which was not a good time because the ground was cold and wet. So all the mud was sticking to the post hole diggers. And on the first hole, I hit a rock immediately as soon as I started. But got past that and got them both dug. Speaking of post holes, I recently learned what a post and pipe level was thanks to my neighbor who let me borrow his when we were doing our fence. And I kind of fell in love with that thing. So I immediately went to Lowe's and bought one of my own, which I've been using for all kinds of stuff. I used it a whole bunch on this. Unfortunately, the rest of the process I did not document. So all I got for you is finished shots of the woodshed. But if y'all like this style of video, I got tons of other projects around the house to do, so just let me know in the comments if you want to see me do more of them. I'll do a better job of documenting them next time. Right here on the side of the house is where most of the firewood was at before the woodshed, and now it lives here. I have one box of shingles in the garage. I didn't think that was going to be enough, so I went and bought another box. I didn't check the color of those shingles, so I got 2 different colored shingles on this roof, which I think looks kind of cool. All the shingles are held together with aluminum trim nails, which is probably not the right thing, but it's what I had in the garage. And as of this recording, none of the shingles have fallen off. This is the remnants of the pool deck once it was finally disassembled, along with the stuff that was in the spot where the woodshed's at. For the floor, I leveled out some cinder blocks, mostly level, and put some pallets on top from a grocery store and some plywood. Screwed it in with some drywall nails and called it a day on the floor. Most of the extra wood came from the rafters of the garage. I cut pretty much everything for this project with a reciprocating saw and a circular saw. And that's it. That's how the woodshed process went for me. If y'all like it, let me know. I'll talk to y'all later.